Hey, folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Okay, this podcast contains spoilers from the May 13th TV taping Impact Wrestling Citrus Brawl TV taping. So if you don't like spoilers, suggest you turn the podcast off now. But names did return, talent did return to Impact Wrestling during the May 13th TV taping. Spoilers, as we know, Frankie Kazarian, it was announced, took on Chris Sabin. Also returning to Impact Wrestling was Renee Michelle. She went one-on-one with Alicia Edwards. I won't give away the winner on that one. And also Blake Christian, one of my favorites on the indie scene, a guy that I think Impact Wrestling should do whatever they can to sign. Blake Christian also returned to this set of tapings. So Frankie Kazarian, um, Blake Christian, and um, I'm just looking. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at some notes here that I think there was one other person that I thought I saw one other. I'm sorry. Anyway, but Renee Michelle, um, Blake Christian, and of course Frankie Kazarian, AEW's Frankie Kazarian, returned to Impact Wrestling. I guess Frankie Kazarian may have been the trade off um, for Deanna Prazo wrestling on AEW. But yeah, so again, Blake Christian. Love Blake Christian. Glad to see him back in Impact Wrestling during the set of tapings. And there's a set of tapings tonight. Hopefully, he's going to be on that as well. But Impact Wrestling should be doing whatever they can to sign Blake Christian. Also, it's good to see Renee Michelle back. She was on Impact Wrestling some time ago. She had a short little run. Then she started showing up in AEW Dark, but now she's back during the set of tapings. I wouldn't mind Impact Wrestling signing her either. She definitely has potential. But it looks like a new major feud has begun. Again, these are spoilers. If you don't like spoilers, I suggest that you turn off the podcast. But it looks like a new major feud, which will probably lead to a huge match at Slammiversary. As during the Kazarian Chris Sabin match, it went to a no contest because Honor No More jumped and attacked both men, leaving Kazarian and Chris Sabin laid out during that match. And it does specify here that all of the Honor No More members were out with the exception of Maria Canales. So Maria Canales might be done with Impact Wrestling. I know she had indicated that she was interested in going back to Ring of Honor. So it looks like she might be done with Impact Wrestling. But nonetheless, they were laid out. But later on during the tapings, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett were in a match with Rhino and Heath. I'm not going to give the winner of that one, but after the match, Honor No More attacked Heath and Rhino, hitting Rhino in the knee with a chair. But Chris Sabin, Alex Shirley, and Frankie Kazarian all came down to make the save. So it looks like we're going to have a TNA Originals. TNA Regionals versus Honor No More match taking place at Slammiversary. Can somebody say Lethal Lockdown? Huh? Lethal Lockdown, TNA Originals versus, well, when they say TNA Originals, well, Rhino's going to be part of this group because they hit Rhino. It's probably going to, well, I would love to see two other TNA Originals join them. Rhino, I guess you consider an original, but you could also make the argument that it's going to be Heath and Rhino teaming with Sabin, Shelley, and Kazarian against Honor No More. But I think they're going to go with TNA Originals. I think we're going to see a few more, like maybe a James Storm, Chris Harris joins the team. But nonetheless, I'm thinking Lethal Lockdown at Slammiversary. Nothing's confirmed. It's me speculating, but I'm thinking Lethal Lockdown possibly. I would love a TNA Originals versus Honor No More Lethal Lockdown match at Slammiversary. I think that would be fantastic. I think that will be fantastic. And it will make sense because it's the 20th anniversary of Impact Wrestling. So it only makes sense to have a TNA Originals team taking on Honor No More at Slammiversary. So we'll keep our eyes on that. There's another set of tapings tonight, and I'll be and this, by the way, I should have said I'm getting this Impact Asylum. Impact Asylum, great, great site. So this is where I'm getting this information from on Impact Asylum. So another set of tapings tonight. I'll be watching for results and any juicy spoilers happen. I'll be back to report on that. Sorry, I'm a little late on the spoilers for May 13th. I was away. I wanted to get in my New Japan Pro Wrestling podcast, so that's why I'm a little late on these spoilers. But I'm going to keep my eyes. On Impact Asylum tonight. I highly recommend Impact Asylum it's Impact Wrestling Asylum.net, I believe. Let me just give them the right plug. Asylum. Yeah, it's impactasylum.net. So I'll be keep my eyes on the spoilers for tonight. Anything juicy happens, like I said, I'll be back. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.